Hey guys, you are looking at a picture from a book that the artist Makoto Shinkai did. He is a renowned Japanese filmmaker, animator, and director. This particular picture is from the book called A Sky Longing for Memories. All right, and these are the materials you will need. You really don't need this. I'm going to do everything using these particular oil pastels, okay? And but you could use this pencil, these oil pastels, also eraser and ruler. All of this is optional, but this is what I'm using here. Okay, so here we go. First thing you're going to need to do is have some heavyweight paper, and you're going to tape it down with masking tape. So this is another supply you'll need. All right, and you're going to do it like this. And doing this gives you a nice clean edge. It makes it look framed and so forth. And there's no particular rhyme or reason. I'm not measuring from the edge. I'm doing what looks aesthetically good. Okay. And then the top, of course, like so. Leave you a little bit. And so that's how you'll start. So make sure that your name has been written already and you're good to go. So these are the colors that I will be using from the whites on back. All right. So first thing that I did when I started with the sky. You can pick whatever color you want. I decided to go with like a pink, purple, and blue hue. So you will start like this. You do not have to color hard. These are oil pastels. They are soft, and they're called oil pastels for a reason. They have linseed oil in it, which makes it very soft to use and blendable. And you can kind of take some of the color you want in. This is like a purple, like particular color, or a pinkish looking color, pinkish purple. Okay. And I'm also going to go with blue. But before I do that, I kind of forgot to do this. So actually, after you tape around, then you can tape. This is how much I am from the bottom to here. Okay. So then I took the blue, and you can kind of run the blue a little bit into the purple. Okay. All right. After that, I just blend with my finger. So, and the tape holds it down. And I'm going to tell you, please do not expect this particular rendition I'm doing to look like the one I just showed you. I can never create the same exact thing the same way. Maybe something I missed or something extra I want to do. So do not worry about that. And now I'm using all four fingers, well, three, to blend it even more so it doesn't look scratchy and it actually blends well and looks smooth like a nice sky. All right, I'm satisfied with that. Okay, next we're going to do our road, and this is crisp. So see what a perfect line that makes. Pour a little piece of my tape off, so I'm gonna line this back up here. That's towards it. All right, so I'll put this here in place of that because I tore it. So you can do the same thing if you make a mistake and tear your paper. All right, next, the road. So I use black. You don't have to use black. You can do another color if you like, but this is what I did. I started here, and I brought a line and curved. Because it's kind of like one perspective. And then I brought it skinny, out, and wide. Okay. Next, took a little black and kind of scratched this in a little bit like so. Took white and I went right on top of the lines. To make the road grayish looking. And I did the same technique with my fingers. Still have a little pink on it. Totally fine. Smooth it out like this. And took a little pink. Make it look like a little of the skies reflecting on the road, make it look old and worn. All right. Next for the bushes, we're just going to kind of make some shapes like so. And remember, as you go further back, it gets smaller. Then I took like a bluish looking color. Either one of these will do. I think I used this one. But before I do that, I'm going to make some little circles inside here with the same color I started with this. Make circles in here, and around these circles then I'll do blue for contrast to show a little value or shadow shading. So in between these circles, that's when I kind of did this. That makes it 3D-ish. So right around the circles, you'll go in here with a little blue. And then I use the same color. And maybe this color too for highlights. So all I'm doing is just going in between here and blending it in with this color. So remember, I started with this color to make the bushes, like so. And then I went in between the bushes, the circles that I made in the bushes, and did the shadow like highlights. And then I went back to the green color to kind of blend it in. Adds depth. Smaller, smaller. So I didn't necessarily blend this at all on the road. I also took a little white for highlighting a few spots. I also use yellow. These are the colors I use for the grass. Okay, started with this color, went in between with these two colors, the blue of the circles. And just add a few highlights, make it lighter as I go down. All right, that's enough of that. Next, we are going to do a little bit more of the grass and show a little height of the grass around here. So I'm definitely going to go in with some blue. And remember, Makoto Shinkai is known for having certain colors in his artwork. A lot of blues and so forth. So this is like a little scenery of land in the back, some grass or so forth. Same colors. This blue is what I'm using. And I'm just making little squiggly lines on the edge where the tape was left. A little green, the darker kind. See, no particular rhyme or reason, just little squiggly marks. We're gonna kind of dim it out because it's faint. It's in the background. So I'm blending a little bit. All right, we have that. Now we're gonna go with our land. So it's kind of lighter back here. More of our grass. We want this bursting with beautiful colors. And so this is what I did to achieve that. And this is the green I'm using, the lighter one. And remember, you don't have to color hard or dark. The next green I'm using is this one. And the darker one. And it's closer, so let's squiggly marks for that, for the lines. And just kind of skate through here. Random spots. And I'm using my own drawing for reference, the one I started with. So remember, I started with circles. I'm going in between this with the blue around the circles. See how that makes it add depth already? Excuse the noise in the background because guess what? I'm an art teacher and I'm at school. All right, so next, I'm using my thumb to blend. You can use all four fingers too, and it's okay if a little pink gets in it. It's a reflection of the sky. We halfway there, y'all. All right, next I'm going to do the telephone poles. They do not have to be straight. I know a lot of kids struggle with doing the 1 point perspective. Normally, this would be the vanishing point, and you would start here and go up with a line here and draw a line down, and that's how you will keep your line straight for your telephone poles. But I'm not doing that. Teachers, you can. I am going to use this color for the telephone poles, right? So I'm going to take this, number one, and I'm going to use the ruler, and the ruler should be going straight, not turned. Okay, keep your ruler straight. I'm going to go up a little bit for one telephone pole. I'm going to turn the other one because they're old, right? They're kind of rickety and leaning on one another. One in the distance here. Maybe another one here. Okay, so you see my telephone poles, and then I'm going to go on the side, kind of highlight a little bit with white. So see how that's making a difference there? And a little highlight. The more you add, the more 3D-ish it looks. See, like it's faint. And this is so cool. right. Now I'm going to take my black and I'm going to add the wire. So very lightly, I'm just going to bring it on out and do another one. Maybe a broken one here. Now add another, maybe another telephone pole here. And this is just inspiration. It does not have to look exactly like the artist we're studying, which is again Makoto Shinkai. Does not have to necessarily look like that. And then I go back on top because I don't want these lines as bold and vivid. I want them to kind of look like they're vanishing out and faint. All right, we have that. That's looking good. I think I want to add a few more, like a lighter green back here too. Just a little bit more highlights in the back. So see, no rhyme or reason. Kids, you can do this how you want. All right. Next, I'm going to take some of this color. It looks red. I don't see the color on it, but it looks red. Okay. And I'm going to put a little more of this in here. This particular color just give it a little character, make it look like a road with a little tint in it. Okay. And next I'm going to do a little shadow and I'm going to use the blue, okay, from the poles. I'm not using black. That's one. That's another one here. Maybe the shadow's bent a little bit. Maybe a little bit here. Some grass, signs of grass. Take a little black. And just a little bit black with the blue. This is like a little crease in the street. You can blend this out too. As it's faint, it's a little shadow. All right, and then I'm going to take a little white, well, actually a lot of white, and I'm going to make a circular motion, and I am pushing hard for this because I'm doing white on top of the color. So this is going to be my cloud here. I'm adding clouds here towards the top. So here, circular motion. And then I'm going to blend so it doesn't look hard. Okay, I think I'm going to go down here as well. And guys, if it breaks, it's okay, because it will. It's very soft. I think I'm going to go back and add a little bit more blue into this purple. Take this up some. Okay, not bad at all. I might add a little yellow highlight at the bottom of the clouds. Like the sun is shining somewhere and the light is hitting the clouds, right? From the sun. Add a little yellow here. Maybe a little orange too. All right, guys. And that is it. Here's the original one. Here's the next one. See, I can never do the same thing, but it's okay. Guess what? It's all good. It's all good. Once you're done, you can peel your paper off. Hopefully you get a nice peel. I got a perfect one the first time. You can take your tape off. Still got a little tape here. Yep. And what I did, I cut my edges off. So now I have this. Don't sweat the small stuff. Okay, it's not gonna always turn out perfect. But if you want, you can clip your ends, and it looks like it's framed. And that looks pretty cool like that too. So, and you got a nice work of art. You have your Makoto Shinkai art piece. Thanks for watching, guys.